Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Hunter Rosano, and this is another episode of the world famous Universal Love, the best podcast in 1, 2, 3 galaxies. But ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call the show Online Marketing Moves, and we are coming to you live today. Today is Saturday. I want to say I appreciate you. I know this week has been schedules have been a little off. Had problems with the Anchor app. I had to call Anchor, finally get a hold of somebody. Got it taken care of. So now we can record. We can get back to our normal schedule. So I appreciate you. Appreciate you for the last couple months. You know, ever since the baby, been a little off, but we're back. This time, you know, the Anchor app. What can I say? Who knows? I don't know what the problem was, but they got it straightened out. But here we are, recording on a Saturday. Waiting on my family to show up. Actually, my brother and my mom and dad, they are driving from Missouri to spend the week with me. But we will still do a show Monday through Friday, even on Thanksgiving. I mean, we did a show last Thanksgiving. My wife was really annoyed, but my wife realized that I was in the podcast business for real because we had these problems with the stove and everything like that, and I kept recording. My wife said, "You are very dedicated." So, you know, sometimes you have to show people like, hey, it's not all about words. You know, you can tell people 1,000 times, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to lose weight. But if you don't put any action behind those words, sometimes it's meaningless. But that's that. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about marketing for a second. Let's talk about marketing. Now, you have to market yourself. And the thing about marketing is you should study every marketing thing you can study. I would study it. Doesn't matter what field they're in, you know, from Steve Jobs to Walt Disney to people that have a big following that you never heard of. If you see somebody and they have marketed themselves well, I would study them. I would learn from them, and because they don't have to be in the same genre as you. They don't have to be doing the same thing as you. Marketing is marketing at the end of the day, you know. And the main goal for all of us, any of us, you know, if you want to get to a higher level, is to learn how to market yourself. It's not always the best product. Sometimes it's just about flat marketing. And the more that you can market yourself, because we all know it's not these days. It's more personality driven. It's more who's in front of the product, you know. Like even if you're in affiliate marketing, you know, if you do affiliate marketing, you want to have a nice YouTube channel. You want to have a YouTube channel where you get followers, where you get downloads, where you get people to sign up for your email list. And the more you can get on your email list, and the more you email that list, the more money you will be able to make. And so, ladies and gentlemen, learn from everybody, and we will start doing more, you know, marketing, like talking about people that market, different people, different companies, different brands, and things like that. But study everybody. You know, I sometimes, like when I first really wanted to get into the podcast, I would listen to people that used to wrestle, people that used to be in the wrestling business on the podcast, you know, and how they would talk and how they would plug things, you know, and they would do it very smoothly, you know, and it wasn't like annoying. I'm just like, man, these guys are pretty good with the microphone, you know. And so I listen to people from wrestling on down to just the average Joe Blow, you know, when it comes to podcasting. And so I was like, and also I also looked at other people that broadcast, not just podcast people, you know, radio. I mean, you know, of course, like Howard Stern. One day I even listened to like Rush Limbaugh, you know, and I was like, okay, these people, you know, they have a flow, you know, a sort of smoothness about them. And so I looked at I still look at people sometimes that broadcast and they're hosting something. I go, let me study them a little bit, you know, even though I'm just doing a podcast, you know, and it's not just a podcast, but for me, it's a big deal, you know, for the average Joe. It's like, this guy's just doing a podcast. Why does he care? Because the better you get, the more in tune you get, the more you will be able to, because you have a chance to take this podcast on to different things, you know. You have a chance to go from doing just, hey, I'm just on YouTube, to being on TV. My wife had me watch some TV show, and I saw a guy, and I said, hey, look, this guy used to be on the internet comedian, huh? And she said, he used to be on the internet? I was like, yeah. So my cousin, he used to send me some of his stuff sometimes. I said, that's pretty cool. And my wife said, see, market it. And I said, yeah, got to know how to market yourself. So study everything, study companies, study people, study everybody, you know. Don't leave no stone unturned when it comes to this marketing stuff, all right? But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. I know this week I sucked, but we'll be back. I got a pretty cool book I want to talk to you about real quick about radio. And it's about this guy. He talked about stories. You know, I don't know this guy from a can of paint, but somebody recommended the book. Psychological Nudity by Michael Savage. You know, that's the name of the book. And he talks about stories on the radio. So it's pretty interesting. It's very cool. I mean, once again, I have never listened to Michael Savage, but he has a nice book. And he talks about how to drum up, you know, like callers, how to drum up how to drum up, you know, how to get the people riled up when it comes to being on the radio. You know what I mean? And I used to listen to this show called the Paul Feinbaum Show, and he used to have callers that call in, and they were very passionate, you know. And that's what you really want at the end of the day, you know. No matter TV, podcasts, videos, doesn't matter. You want to have a nice, loyal fan base, because the more loyal you have, the more income you will be able to earn from this fan base. All right. And I'm not saying you have to pimp products to them all the time, you know. But if you have a nice offer, you have something that you feel like they want or they need, then definitely offer it to them, and they will buy it, you know. Because as I tell you before, I'm on this guy's Ben Settles email list, and he has offers. He has books every month, different books he sells to the people. I subscribe to his newsletter. It's a very good newsletter, and it's very informative. And he just has different products and different things. It's like at the end of the day, it's like the Marvel universe. You know what I mean? It's like the Ben Settle universe. It's cool, and so we all should be striving to do that. We should all be striving to build universes, to build communities, to build groups. You know, and the better community you build, doesn't have to be the biggest, but the better community you build, the more you will be able to be isolated, the more you will be able to make the money from it, and the more it will make your life a lot easier, you know. Because one of the most important things that you can do is get a monthly income, you know. Find something that you can sell to people continuity wise, not just one time all the time. But you can find something that's continuous, you are in there. All right. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. Study everything, study everybody. All right. And we will be back tomorrow with an all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Zano. Thank you for listening. And as always, everybody, peace.